Good morning, all of you. This is the next question we are going to solve. The question is the customers who visited but didn't make any transaction. Here our aim is we have display the customer IDs who visited the store but they are not making any transaction. For this purpose, they have provided the two tables. The first table name is the visits. The second table name is the transactions. Okay. Come to the visits point of view. The columns are the visited ID and the customer ID. Come to the transaction point of view. Transaction ID, visit ID as well as the amount here. Here they are asking that write a solution to find the IDs of the users who visited without making any transaction, and also to display the number of times they have made these type of visits here. And also they are saying that return the result in the sorted order. Return the result table sorted in any order. We can display the data in the any order. They give the input data like this one. If you observe this example, this is the visits. Okay. If I am taking the customer ID 23, customer ID 23, the visit ID is the 1 here. The visit ID is the 1. The visit ID number is the 1. Right. Check whether the 1 is available in the visited ID list. Here the 1 is not available. Means the customer ID 23 visited the store. Or the customer ID 23 visited the store with the ID 1. Yes, the 1 is available here. The 1 has been available here. Means the customer ID 23, the customer ID 23 made one transaction. Let's come to the 9 here. The customer ID 9, the visited ID is the 2 here. Whether the 2 is available in this list or not. Yes, the 2 is available here. Means he also made one transaction. There is no problem with the customer ID 9 also. Next come to the 30. For the 30, the visit ID is a 4. Okay. Right. See this one. Whether this visit ID table, whether the visit ID column contains the visit ID number 4. The 4 is not available. Means the customer ID 30, he visited the store with the ID number 4, but he is not making the any transaction. He is not making the any transaction. Let's come to the next one, 54. For the 54, the visit ID is the visit ID is the 5. Yes, the 5 has been available here. The 5 has been available here. Means there is no problem with the 54. Let's come to the 96. The visit ID is the 6 here. The visit ID is the 6 here. The 6 is not available in this list here. Means the customer ID 96 visited the store with the ID number 6 and he is not making any transaction. Let's come to the 54. The customer ID 54 visited the store with the ID number 7 and 8. 7 8 are not available in this table. Means the customer ID 54 made the two visits 7 and 8. In these two visits he didn't make the any transaction. Means here the count is a 2 here. We have to display this answer. Okay. The answer is 54. The 54 customer ID 2 times. Okay. Next after that 30 customer ID 1 time. Next after that 90 customer ID 1 time. Means 54 customer ID 2 times. 30 customer ID 1 time. 90 customer ID is the 1 time. Right. See this one. The writing of the query is very simple for this one. Here from the table name is the visits here. From the visits table, where visit ID means this visit ID, where visit ID not in select distinct visit ID from transactions. Okay. Here the aim of this subquery is it finds the visit IDs from the transaction table. From the transaction table, the visit IDs are the 555 and 12. Okay. We have to display the 5 only one time. That's why I wrote the keyword as the distinct. Whenever there is a distinct at the time, the 5 will be displayed only one time only. Means here the IDs are the 5, comma 1, comma 2. Means here the visited ID. Whenever the visits tables visited ID, these IDs are not available in this set 512 set. At the time we have to group the tuples based upon the customer ID. Okay. For example, if I am taking the first one, first of all the visit ID is the 1. Yes, the 1 has been available here. Means we will not take this row into consideration. Next one, the visit ID is a 2. The 2 is available in this set. That's why we will not consider this one also. Next come to the 4. The 4 is not available. Means this row will be considered. This row will be considered. Next after that 5, 54. The 5 is available in this set. We will not consider this row. We will not consider this row. Next after that 6 and the 96. Okay, if you observe the 6 here, the 6 is not available, means we are taking this row into the consideration. Here till now we have get the two rows 4, 13 as well as the 6 and the 96. Next after that 54. What are the IDs here? 7 and 8. The 7, 8 are not available in this list. That's why we have to group this data. To group this data, we are having the customer ID. Means here the 7 and 8, there is a common group ID. There is common customer ID. What is ID number? 54. Okay. Yes, this way. In the select class, I wrote the customer ID. The customer IDs are the first columns. These are the columns here. Count star. What is the it counts the number of times the data has been repeated. The 54 is repeated 2 times. 9 is repeated 1 time. 4 has been repeated only 1 time only. Okay. 1 time only. Okay. In this way, we can get the answer like this one. Right. See this one. Now I am writing the query here. Now I am clicking on the run button. Yes, the query has been accepted. Next, I will go with the submit button. Yes, it has been accepted successfully.